is to set you on fire and pour gas on you. Your job is to set other people on fire and then what? Pour gas on them, okay? That's what leaders do. Set people, light them up, and then pour gas on them, okay? That's what we're up to here, okay? And then, of course, we do our job in the middle of all of that. Okay, we're now going to start to take a look at the cultural map. Okay, for those of you who have seen this before, you should create. You don't know what you don't know. This is the first time, okay? So those of you who are not virgins, make it up, fake it, okay? This goes like a bell curve. Stage 1, stage 2, 3, 4, 5. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Statistically, stage 1 and 5 are not relevant. Okay, they're about 3%, 4% each. Okay, so we're not going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about where everybody lives. Okay, in the middle. Stage 2, maybe 22% roughly. Stage 3, roughly 47%. If we put the aggregate of 1, 2, and 3, it's about 75% of everybody walking the planet. Okay? Want to get to the front of the line? Stage 4. Okay? So we're going to actually see what it takes. Now, it does take something to go through it, because every single one of us, as we get to stage 4, every single one of us is a recovering stage 3. Okay? So you're going to see the stage 3 in you. You're going to see the stage 2 in you. And probably, if you're anything like me, you visit it a couple of times a day, especially if you've got a big job. How many of you got big jobs? A lot. Like you feel overwhelmed from time to time. Okay? That's a place where you will visit stage 2. Okay? I'm talking now about people who live there, you know, because you visit and you're going to pull yourself out. I'm going to show you exactly how you do it. You know how we learned how to tell a story today? We're now going to learn how to pull ourselves out of stage 2 and stage 3 so that we can stabilize ourselves in stage 4. Now, every single one of you has had the experience at stage 4. That's where you might say they speak about it as like being in the zone. They speak about it like being in flow, okay, where things are flowing. That's stage 4. We've all had that experience. Here's the deal. My experience is everybody's been there. Nobody knows how to stabilize it. So we're going to learn how to stabilize ourselves at stage 4. There are very, very few companies in the world that are stable at stage 4. This company is a hell of a candidate for that, okay? But it's about consciousness. It's about leadership by design. So we're going to actually design our stability at stage 4 today, and we're going to actually get a hand around or a handle on the tools that would have us be stable there, okay? Some of this I'm going to show you, a number of you have seen before in one way, shape, or form. Somebody read the book, you know, and did the deal like that. I am totally, my publisher thanks you. My publisher thanks you. There's not a human being that's ever been transformed by reading a book. Okay? So let's kind of put it into practice today. Now, stage 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So we're going to be working in that area. Let's take a look. Okay, undermining. Yeah, that's what they do. These people are not doing what human beings are doing. We are a pack animal. We are a herd animal. We are meant to be socially in relationship with each other. When we're not doing that, it's a pathology, okay? So that's a sociopathic thing, not wanting to be around people. And guess what? You end up with that kind of an experience of life sucks, okay? Totally makes sense when you get into it. And by the way, this becomes a committed point of view. So I will definitely pull a whole culture down if I possibly can when I'm sitting there at stage 1. 3% of the total population. I worked for 6.5 years in the prison population in the state of California. And in that 6.5 years, what I discovered was 43% of the population in prison is at stage 1. They have an experience of being alienated. So we're not talking about that. They actually don't make it into companies, particularly the kind of companies that we're about. Now, 2 is a different thing. Smart people Good people, ineffective. Okay? People you want as neighbors, people that you like, people that you look at them and you go, say your name again? JM. When you say, God, JM, if you could just get it together, it'd be so amazing. You know, those people you say that kind of thing about, you look at them and you're going, man, all the talent in the world, all the ability in the world, but just kind of like stuck in low gear, you know, that sort of thing. So this is about that. This is me 2 or 3 times a day because I'm doing things and I'm, you know, kind of like overwhelmed in the thing. Well, what happens here? It's not life sucks, it's my life sucks. See, I can tell you, it's not life sucks, it's my life sucks. Life's cool. It's working for you, you know. And if I had your curly hair or your MBA or your contacts or your great complexion, if I had all of that, my life wouldn't suck, but I don't, so it does. You get that? And we all go there. Not alienated, but a feeling of being separate from other people. Not okay for humans to be separated from other people. We are meant to be connected. Now, there's also something about this space right here. This is a space of someone who is, when you're in the space, as a victim. There's something called assigned cause going on here. There's something about it's happening over there. It's never me. It's the dog ate my computer. It's always something over there that impacted me rather than I caused something, okay? Which is our way out of this trap. So we're separate from others, we're victims, and we are in a space called betrayed, waiting to happen. You know that one? Betrayed, waiting to happen? Oh my God, just wait, it's going to happen. You're smiling, right? Not because it's funny, right? You got that? You will see this and you'll see, this is just a human space. It's just a human thing, okay? So betrayed, waiting to happen, big issue, trust. Not resolvable. Not resolvable. So, what a great trap to be organized around an irresolvable subject. What it does is it takes me completely and totally off the hook. I'm now not accountable for anything. Okay, stage 2. In a symbiotic relationship with stage 3. Stage 3 is useful. Stage 3 is who we reward. Stage 3 gets all of the goodies. Stage 3 is playing a different kind of game. Stage 3 is playing a game called I'm great, and you're not, and I got the stats to prove it. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? I'm great, you're not. This is every single game. This is how I know who I am. By the way, I'm interested in personal domination. And how I know who I am is I find somebody that I can turn into stage 2. That's my game. My game is to get into conversations with people and one-up them, just to let them know that I'm great and they're not. And I got the stats to prove it. So Marco, stand up. Mario. I've called you Marco 7 times now at least.
Many people just like
Yeah, well, so your name's Marco. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Okay, Mario. I want you to tell me how your weekend was, okay? Last weekend? Yeah, no, so I'm going to set it up, okay? So we come to work and it's Monday and we're kind of around the coffee machine and a few people around and everything, and I'm trying to figure out who I am. And the only way I can do it is I have to find somebody that I can turn into a stage 2. So I'm looking. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at Mario. And I might start it off very innocently. How was your weekend? I want you to make up a fabulous weekend. Okay? Make up a fabulous weekend. So we're there and we're sitting around, and it's like, so how was your weekend?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah?
I mean, this weekend, okay, fine. I should make up.
Yeah. Tell me what you did.
All weekends are good.
Yeah, tell me what you did.
What I did,
What was fabulous?
ride my bike,
Rode your bike.
went to see
Yeah.
on the streets,
Okay, good.
putting all those happy thoughts in random walls.
Okay, happy thoughts. You're doing like graffiti on the walls?
Actually, I am, but no, it's kind of.
Yeah, you're not. You're somebody's tagging and and you know about it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, got it.
I had I mean, actually,
Okay,
my
now,
fingers are good, so I
now
can
what I'm
fly
doing.
from
So
my
see, so now I'm fishing. I'm fishing. Okay. So thank you. So great. What a great weekend. How about you, GM? What was your weekend? Stand up. How was your weekend? Make something up.
It was fabulous. Played 36 holes.
36 holes of golf. Okay.
Had a great dinner.
Yeah.
2-pound bone-in ribeye.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Yeah, incredible. Really, really, really nice. Wow. How was your weekend? Thank you, Keith.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
Barack Obama came by, explained some politics.
There you go. Now I got who I'm going for. I am now interested. Barack came by.
He needed some help with his old pal Gaddafi.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, he's recently been getting some bad press from some people named after a small fox.
Yeah.
So he's a little irritable.
Yeah.
So, I set him straight, and then we took Air Force One.
Can you hear stage 3? Can you hear how awesome that is? Okay. I want to make sure everybody got that. Because at some point somebody's going to ask me how my weekend was. And the deal at stage 3 is lie, cheat, steal. You got to win the deal. You got that? Okay. So Keith says, how's it going? I'm going, it's like great you asked. That was an amazing, amazing share with Barack and Gaddafi and all of that. My brother, the Pope, and he's done right there. And now all I have to do is lay it on about how he flew his plane over the papal, jet over here with my Ferrari in it that he had blessed, and that sort of thing, and canonized my father. It's like it was pretty great. Private canonization. Not a lot of people have that, and everything. I don't care what he says. I'm going to top the guy because I'm great. He's not, and I got the stats to prove it. So I'm looking around for somebody who is worthy. You got that? Stage 3 needs worthy opponent. They're very competitive. Okay, so where we're at when we're in this space is we're looking for, I'm great, you're not, and worthy opponent. Okay, that's really the hallmark of that. Who do they find? They find the people at stage 2. Now, stage 2 is about, if you look at it culturally, that is a magical place. That's where people believe in magical thinking. That's where they're going, well, something's going to come along and save me somewhere like that. And guess what? Stage 3 says, I am your savior, because stage 3 is about being a hero. It's about being a legend in your own mind. It's about mythos, about the mythology of who you are. So that relationship, 3 to 2 to 3 to 2, it's like a yo-yo kind of thing, and it goes back and forth. Mostly, we don't know how to get out of that trap. That is a natural space. So if you take a look at sports heroes, okay, sports, especially high-level sports, it's all about stage 3. You take a look at our sports heroes. They speak in that way. They don't have to be trained to speak that way. That is the conversation of that part of the tribe that they're in. That particular community talks naturally stage 3 or talks naturally stage 2, okay? Now, if we take a look and we get across the line here to the next level, I've got it in black because it used to be, and not that long ago, that stage 1, 2, and 3 was all we had available to us. And then people started talking about something before it came into being. They started talking about win-win. If you take a look at stage 3, it's a win-lose type of thing. I win, you lose. If you take a look at stage 2, it's a win-lose situation. I lose, you win. So that's called a zero-sum game. All right? To get out of that, we get into stage 4, and people said win-win. You got that? And we started to get that idea of doing that. And what it is it's our organization. It's the level of our organization. So at stage 4, for the first time, it's not me and about me. It's about my group. It's about my organization. So I teach a little bit at the University of Southern California. So University of California used to have a football team, and they used to play other schools, and they used to be competitive. But then they got a little gnarly and broke a few laws, and now it'll be a while before they come back. Yes? You know about that, right? Okay. But what we did is we have a game every year that is the game between UCLA and USC. That's for the city championship. The actual prize is a bell. Ding, a bell. Okay? That's the actual prize. What the real prize is the bragging rights of who's, we're better than you are. So at important, it's organizationally, we're great, they're not. And you're looking for who is my valid opponent here, my worthy opponent here. Okay? When I went to the University of New Mexico. University of New Mexico is not on anybody's dance card. So when they, when they play you, whether you win, whether you lose, it doesn't count. It's an anomaly. We beat UCLA, University of New Mexico, we beat UCLA in basketball during the John Wooden era. Okay? That was a big deal for us. They went, doesn't count. We used to beat SC all the time at track and field. Doesn't count because you're just the Lobos. You're just that. You get that? Not a worthy opponent. Okay? So we're looking for, at this point, at the level of important, who are our worthy opponents, and we kind of pit ourselves against that. And what we do is we build our networks inside of the company so that we are bulletproof. We build our relationships so powerfully that we actually become world class. This is how we get at world class. So this is about stable partnerships, nothing else. So we go from, if you look right up the middle deal, alienated, separate, personal domination, that's the next evolvement. Those are all natural evolvements, and then stable partnership. Okay? Stage 5, again, 3-4% of the people. By the way here, vital. The word vital means life-giving. Vitae means life-giving. This is the source of our power, really. This is where life is great, and this is where we form team. One of the reasons why team building exercises often fail is because we're asking people at stage 2 and stage 3 to do the full jump up to team, and we haven't taught or learned how to actually effectively do partnership. Does this make sense? Yeah. Okay, good. So this is all going to be about partnering, okay? This is going to be about partnering because that's our precursor. That is actually the basic building block for teams.